Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. I've got an order picked. We're going to put a train together here in the yard. I'm going to find all of it first, though, before I get started, and then we'll shunt it together. So keep in mind, I've had people give me lots of good advice. I record in clumps a lot of times. I'll record 3 or 4 videos at once. So if it takes me a while and you say, hey, do this, and then it's like 3 videos before I start doing it, it's because I recorded it beforehand. Now, sometimes I can't do that, but sometimes I can. So, like people said, hey, you can use the mouse wheel to control the door. Look at that. I didn't know that. Other things, you can, like when using the brake, instead of trying, like I've been trying to do it with the mouse button, I can just roll the brake with the mouse wheel. Oh my God. If only I would have known for 2.5 episodes. So anyway, thanks guys for all the hints and tips. Let's find this train. Let's get started. So I drove, I should take a look at the map too. I drove from off camera. Let's see, I left you guys at, I think, MF. And we laughed about it because it said MF. And then I swung, after you guys had left off camera, I went up and over the top from IMW to FF, down to OWN to GF, which is where we are now on another mission. So I now have enough money to get a second engine. I don't need it yet for this mission or the next one, but we will buy the next engine soon. But we also have some money for things that we need to buy that I'll buy before we leave here. But so we need to find this stuff. Keep talking and shut up, Arthur, and find the train. Where did the work order go? Wait, I don't have the work order? What? Oh no, I need to get that work order. Put that away. Jeez. Well, that's not, this is this is it, right? Yep. Pick up, load and prepare a train with scrap metal for departure to the steel mill. It's a pretty heavy train. I believe it's mostly downhill. And it looks like it's made up of 3 hopper cars. So we need to find these hoppers and identify them. And I also need to figure out where this loading actually takes place. The mill, this is a pretty large area. There's several different places here where we could load it. So this is definitely going to be one of them, I think. This is train, GFSL 54. So there's one car. Oh boy. And that's like in the way wrong position. Oh, another thing that I got taught is that running the engine backwards makes it overheat. Duh, because obviously the engine vent is on the front of the engine. So if you run backwards, it'll overheat a lot quicker, which is probably why I was overheating. So always run your train forwards. Now there should be a loading zone here. Let's see if we can find it. That's part of what we're going through here. Ooh, bright. Where does this go? Does this just dead end, or does it continue on somewhere? There's no loading here. Across the road. Dead ends right there. So somewhere 5I, 6I, that's going to be an industry track. I think we're about to find another. Both hoppers are here. Okay. And maybe. Looks like 2 grays and a brown. I see a gray and a brown up here. Sun's starting to come up. So I would get all these together before we start the mission. What do we have here? Nope. These are all different number. Nope. SL3, FH38. FH38. 38. 38. And 38. Okay, so these are not the cars you're looking for. There's one down here. Wow. I don't see a loading zone either, though, yet. Okay. Yeah, there's car number 2 of our group. So I'm thinking maybe over here mixed in with these is going to be the third, the brown one. So I got to really check these. 38. 38. I found the 2 grays. 38. And that's a 38, so that's not it. I haven't found the right one yet, boss. Where is it? You said 38, right? No, 6-3. No. 5-4. This is not that one either. 6-3. Don't see it. Weird. What am I gonna do? So it's not there. That's interesting. But we have one of them here. Where'd that guy go? At the wrong end of that stack. Okay, so we still need the brown car. So let me see if I can find that. Oops, I did it again. There. Trying to run and put that away at the same time. Doesn't work. All right, I'll be back when I find it. And there she is, hidden over here. This is the main yard back there. This is back over where we were, and she's sitting out here on the siding. All alone and scared. So, man. This is going to be a nightmare. I think we're going to put these together before I start the work order, because otherwise I'll run out of time. I'm pretty slow at moving things around. We'll get it ready to load, and then we'll start the work order, and then we'll close the work order, and we'll get the bonus, because they give you a nice bonus for timeliness, and I need all the bonuses I can get. The question is, where's the loading dock? That's the last thing that we need to find. So let me see if I can find that. For those of you that have been playing the game, I'm sure you know exactly where it is. But this is fairly new. I'm imagining it's up by the crane up there, right where we start. But I could be wrong. And the irony of that one is that our first car is kind of where it needs to be. How many clear tracks? We have 2 clear tracks around. That's good. That makes life a little bit easier. And is there a station, though, to load from here? Nope, this is for loading packages, not for loading ore cars. But I guess we'll figure that out once we start the mission. We might not even load them here. They might... Says these have to go to the steel mill. Load and prepare a train with scrap metal for departure. So we might have to run this down to the steel mill, because I think scrap metal seems like it would come from the steel mill, because it's like leftover junk metal. So I bet you that's where we got to load it. But I'm going to give the town a once around, just to make sure I'm not missing something, and we'll go from there. I'll be back. I just haven't seen anything that looks like a shop. I could be really wrong about that, but there's a couple things that I wanted to buy while we're here. I definitely want... I don't need a shovel or a lighter, or a golden shovel, or an expert shovel. Oh, these... They don't have it here. Dang it! I wanted... They had an EOT at the other store. But I definitely want a flashlight. Choose which products you wish to buy. I want a flashlight. Oh. Whoops, don't be doing that. All right, put the scanner down. Did I take the scanner? Oh, God. There. And then we're going to insert wallets. There's the money we had to get our license, but... This is the greatest thing ever. I was like, you know, we do have to walk around a lot at night, and so the other thing I wanted to get was an EOT, but they don't have one here. That slurps. All right, so I can go into inventory. Look at that hot car, cha 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 cha. Ooh, that's pretty cool. It's like an RX-7, sort of, like a square RX-7. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the engine started, and we're going to start pulling cars. We got a job to do. We're running out of time to do it. That's the engine service. I am not qualified to work in there yet. We will be eventually. This, what does this do? I saw this before. Is this a fuel station or water? It's for steam engines. Okay. Yeah, I don't. Once again. Interestingly, I don't see anything for any loading, though, at all. So I must be missing something, because there's got to be some industry here that loads, like... Well, the sun just came up totally. I would think that this was going to have some... I don't know. I'm sorry it's taking so long, guys. I want to figure out what the heck. But I guess we don't get to do that yet? I don't... Who knows? I don't know myself. I just know we need to get these cars, so we'll get that one last. All right, so kick this up. Let it rip. And up ahead, I want to go to the right. Actually, I just want to... No, I want to go all the way around. Right? Because this is the front. Yeah. Okay. Just figure out where I'm going. I think I know where I'm going. All right. Make sure that's off. Make sure that's off. That's up. Oh my God. It's so much easier rolling these. Nope. We wanted to go backwards, not forwards. Off we go to save the day. Okay, throttle off. We're blazingly fast. Gonna tip right off the tracks here. Oh, I forgot to blow my horn. Oops. Yeah, we should probably turn these lights on, since we're running back and forth. Ding, ding, ding. So, how am I going to do this? I've got one car figured out so far. We'll get there though. There's a nice turnaround here, so we got some stuff to work with. And I want to go to the... Nope, I want to go straight. And straight again. And then, let's see, up ahead, I want to turn... It was in that final row, right? So it's going to be left. And left. Nope. Yeah, there goes left. Left, straight, and straight. That sounds right. Can pull that first car out. The other car's back over there. Slow it down. When we're all racked up, I'm gonna slow it down. Ooh-hoo. Sorry. That might have been a little too slow. Let's tag it up a little bit. There we go. Okay. All right. That was a little rough. Okay, so first things first, we need to... How did this car do? How are you doing? 100%. Okay, good. We didn't do any damage. Train engine, 100%. Normal wear and tear. They do track all that. Eventually we have to pay for it, I guess. But we'll see. Hopefully we'll be making a lot more money by then. And somebody also mentioned that we need to turn the brake pipes on. That would probably help a lot. Okay, so the brakes are on. And let's just check and make sure these are all coupled. I don't think that last car is coupled. That's the car that we want. And we're going to couple this up. That's pretty sweet. That is really cool. Thankfully, these were close enough together. All right, that's all hooked up. And okay, so now we got to check the brakes. These are on. We need that off. Now, basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this car to another track, and then we'll push these cars back here. I think these were connected, weren't they? Yeah. That's already brake off. Hoping that's a brake. That is brake off also. Okay. Brake off here. And so we need to brake off all the way around. And oh yeah, we need to roll forward. Yeah, I'm gonna move ahead one. Problem with the brake pipe. Seriously? Why? Why did it disconnect? Because I didn't tighten it. Because I'm an idiot. For frick's sake. I tightened all of them with that one. And I remembered when I first got out, didn't I say that I need to tighten that one? And maybe I didn't say it. I thought it. Freak's sake. I never tightened the bolts. There we go. Okay, now we gotta wait for the brake pipe to fill, which it is. That's good. At least it means it's hooked up right this time. Arthur Dopamine. Alright. Let's just make sure they're all coming with us. Yes, they are. Okay. And we need to bring it back. That's probably good. So, brakes on. Honestly, any of those tracks will do. Okay. Thanks for the tips, by the way, about the brakes. My brakes are working great now. I got plenty of control over the train. I'm not flying around anymore. Anyway. Alright, so we're going to put this in here. There we go. And, well, I guess I was going to, like, but I don't. I was going to flip it over and just, like, let it roll back. But I don't want to because I'll damage those other cars. Done that before. Made the mistake, done the damage, paid the fine. Which was $100 only because I'm at the beginning. But later on in the game, that's going to cost ya. So you gotta be careful. Might as well start practicing good practices now. And we're just gonna ease that car back into the siding there. Brakes on. And dump little El Dumpo off here. And we'll come back and pick him up in just a second. But this is where we're going to park him for now to... Alright, and we're going to close that. Break that. Hook this back over on that. Interestingly, I don't know. Is that... How do you... Oh, well. I've never figured out how you fold that. I'd like to be able to put it back the way that it goes. But it seems like no matter what you do, it just hangs. So, okay. We're going to let it hang. Alright. Reverser forward. And brakes off. Brake off. Is that past the switch? That's past the switch. So we can put our brakes on, bring our radio out, and we're going to switch this one going the other direction. Perfect. And then we can back this guy back up again. Brakes off. A job well done. Alrighty. And once again, we're gonna close that up, disconnect that, disconnect this, Get that undone. And they're going to put the brake on this car. These old habits die hard. Okay. Back in the engine. And we are going to go forward again. And this time the brakes are going to go off. We don't want to go too far past this car because we're going to turn right around and go back and get it. So we're just going to go, whoa! My headphones got tangled on my microphone. Yanked it right over. All right. This switch right here is where we got to pass. Actually, I still want that open. All right. And forward a little bit. So we have broken our first car out. And that was a little rough. Let's see, did we damage it? Nope. Okay, good. I mean, they've got buffers. They should be able to take a little bit of thunking here and there, but it's not really good to smash them together, obviously. Hook on that. This guy can hook on this. Open that up. Is this open already? That's open already. Make sure the back one is closed. It is closed. Okay. And so off we go. I have to think about how I'm going to do this, because once again, we got another car we have to pull out. And it's, well, we'll go look at it. So let's go ahead and go forward. And throttle. Something is incorrect with our brake piping. I forgot to... There's that third stage of coupling that I always forget, and that is... that's pretty cool that it does that, though, because it kind of lets you know, like, oops, you forgot. I forgot to twist the twisty thing. We don't... In America, we don't do that. So if you're European and you're wondering why the heck I keep forgetting to do that, it's because we do not... That is not any part of American railroading at all. So it's a little hard to remember when we don't do it. It's a new step for me. Okay, that's going to roll back, isn't it? Nope, that's good. All right. And we'll try this again. This time, what you have to do is that. I forgot to do that. That was my bad. And when you forget to do that, then the brakes bleed out and the train stops. Which is smart. That's a safety feature. So if the train breaks loose, everybody comes to a stop. If there's, once again, you want air pressure in there, so. Okay. We'll try this again. Now we are underway for real this time. So the next car is right there. We have a gondola that's in the way. So we're going to back into that situation, pull the gondola out, park it, get the other car out, put the gondola back. Or if there's another siding, we can leave the gondola on, we'll just leave it. And then we're going to come around the city and get that last one. And then I think we leave at that point. That's when we're going to get the work order, and it'll tell us where we need to go to get that to get that steel scrap loaded, the scrap metal. Oh, there is the good news is there is a right next door. There's a siding that we can use. So we'll just pull the gondola over in that siding and leave it. Okay, let me hop up here. Well, or just do this. Getting too fancy here. So for now, I'm going to do that. Go this way. Got the radio. We're going to switch. Right? Let me go look again. I need to look at the tracks. No. We'll do that later. This is the one I want right here. Yep. So we're going to back in there, grab those two cars. And off we go. All right, brakes off. Reverser off. And we'll slowly back around the corner. This has been quite a complex... I guess it is a shunting mission, so... It's a bit of a complex order, though, isn't it? I'll tell you what, having air brakes helps. We used to run that Neil's miniature train thing that we used to sit on. You'd sit on the trains and run them. And some of the more fancy trains that these guys had brakes on them, and it really did make a difference having the brakes, like safety-wise. You could stop a train a lot easier when the whole train had brakes. Okay. Hopefully everybody stayed together. He did. All right, so we're gonna couple, not done. Couple, there we go. Air brakes on. That means the brakes just went off. Oops. And air brake on. And this is gonna go off. Now this, I want these uncoupled. We're going to leave that there. Okay, so now we're going to pull this forward and park it next door. The gondola come with us, hopefully. I think it's hard to tell. Well, I think it did. Okay, let me stop. Anytime. Anytime. Don't know why it took so long, but okay. And we're gonna take the brakes off. Ta-da. Stop and stop hard. I don't want to crush that car. Ah, it's perfect. This is the perfect parking position. We're going to leave it right there. Perfect parking. Thank you. So see, I'm learning. This is getting way easier as I go. Turn that off. Decouple that. Pop that off. Kick those loose. And we are ready to go forward. Pop those forward. Both brakes off. Throttle up a notch. And throttle down a notch. There we go. Throttle up, brakes off. Hopefully I pulled far enough. Yeah, I did. I was going to say, am I going to clear that? Thunk. The answer is yes, I am. Okay. That brake can go off. Make sure that's closed. Yep. Some weird noises coming from there. It sounds like really bad jazz. Put this in here. Collect that to that. This is going to connect here. Get that. And open that up. Open. Uh-oh, something's... Oh, my Ricoh camera is still disconnected. Yes, I know. Thought they'd tell me again. All right. So we are ready on that end. Everything's done. And off we go. 2 of 3 cars. I think we've done a pretty good job getting those pretty quickly. So now we're going to swing around town. Noisily clunking our way. Let's go, little tractor motor. Cool. And so now we're just going to pass right through the yard, down to the other end, and then we'll pick that car up because that car's at the other end of the yard. And we'll see where we're supposed to go at that point. I love the way this thing moves, man. It is so realistic looking. They really did a great job, man. Check my mail. I love that double truck over there, whatever that is, the camas or whatever. It's so cool. We do not have stuff like that here in the States. I don't like operating inside the tunnel, but what are you going to do? All right, so coming back, we need to switch over to this track here. I think that's it. Okay. Bailing off because we are heading downhill a little bit, so I got the engine started before. You can see that right there. There's the hill, and it's enough. Tink. All right, we've got that final car on there. Let's hook it up. And there we go, that'll work. Yeah, we take these two cables and, oop, yeah, don't forget that. The missing step today I seem to keep forgetting. And turn the brakes on, turn the brakes on. Hear the air flowing. Turn the train brake or the car brake off. This is not connected. That's good. So now let's go ahead and get our mission started. That should have saved us a bunch of time, and we got the train all assembled. Now we just got to figure out where it goes. Like I said, I think they want us to go get the materials from the steel mill, but I might be wrong about that. So let's find out. I've missed the door. Let's see. All right, so there's our overall one. Oh, hang on. These are the cars. It shows you where they're located, but we already know because we looked them up. So we got them all together. Load the following cars with cargo at station track B1L. Okay, so it is B1L. And then we're going to leave it here. We're not taking it down. No, okay, so D30 is where they want it parked. Okay, so let's find the two places that we need to be. B1L, which, let's see, 3, goods factory, GFB. B is located where we are. Right? Southwest B 1L. It's showing the shop being to the left, which is there, or not the shop, the station office. And behind us, the 1L is going to be this track here. Oh, there it look, right here hidden is a platform, cargo transfer. Okay, so that's where we need to go. Let's do it. Let's do it. Was it the Trailer Park Boys? He's like, my therapist said I needed to find something else other than cocaine, so he suggested I try model trains. And man, he was right there. So cool. guy's like, it's Sebastian Bach from Skid Row. Probably help if I take my train brake off. Dipty doodle. And we need to go back this way. Rotate that way. Once again, throttle on before the brake goes off. All right. Well, that was fairly easy. Once again, the cars were scattered, so it did take some arranging. But that's part of the fun of shunting, isn't it? Like, figuring out how to get everything to where you need to go without moving too many pieces. That's what shunting's all about. That's what it's all about. Okay. Now this should load. Wrong way. That was all three of them getting loaded. Let's double check and make sure that the stuff is in the cars. Jump, Artie, jump. Oh, yeah. We see these in Cleveland all the time. We have steel mills and you see the scrap metal. Okay, so looking at the book, we've got our stuff. We need to go to D30. Now, according to D30, let's see on our overall town map, A, B, C, D, 30. That's our transfer yard. Says the shop is that way and northeast is behind us, correct? Right? Yeah. So that's going to be just verifying where this is at. You said 30, right? D30. So we have a blank line. Let's see where these signs are. There's no... Oh, the signs are up here, of course. Okay, so... 30 is this track here, D30, and that's what I think they said they wanted it, right? D30. So we need to bring it in on this track. Okay. So let's go ahead and get it switched up so that we're ready. So that will bring us onto D30. Coming from this track, it's already set. And I think we'll just go around the back again. I could come across the cut, but I don't know. It seems easier just to go around the back. I know it's kind of the long way, but at the same time, the tracks are already set. We don't have to like reverse or anything, and it puts our engine on this side of the track instead of being on the opposite side where we'd have to go all the way down and around the train when we leave. So let's go ahead and do this. This should be pretty easy. Brakes off. Engine on. Give a little toot. Cars are a hair heavier, and we also have the brake on, so I forgot about that. And we're running backwards. So we're going to overheat. As long as we stay about there, we're okay. These are heavy cars, man. We are having to work to push these things. But we're good. We've got the traction we need. The alarm's not going off. Everything is good. Who's Johnny, you said. Smiled in that special way. Who's Johnny, she said. You know I love him. How can you love him if you don't know him? But that's a deeper question. Anyway, 20 miles an hour. We can cut the engine. Let it coast for a little bit. Just beep the horn randomly. Coming through town. And so at the end of this episode, because you guys stuck around, I'm going to purchase a new engine. And then we'll feature that as the beginning of the next episode, but... What a cute little engine. I got my fingies on the brakes. Well, lay down the boogie, play that funky music till you die. Every weekend I hear that. Every freaking weekend. Okay. Signed, sealed, delivered. I'm yours. I hear that every weekend too. Signed, sealed, deliver. I'm yours. Train brake is on. Engine's in neutral. Lights off. We're going to shut this thing down while we're... The brake pipe's got an issue, I know. Electrics are off. Fuel shut off. There we go. We are no longer being charged for using the engine. Get that disconnected. Get that disconnected. You gotta get yourself connected. Brakes are on. Good. It's all set. And I'm gonna go ahead and close this up. Make sure it's closed up good. Okay, so let's go ahead and head over to the office and turn our work order in. We get paid. We deserve it because we did a lot of hard work. And some easy work, too. Plus, we got extra money, I think, for getting it done in time. $10,000. All right. Let's put this away for a sec. And put it in our wallet. It's almost $40,000. Good. Now we'll have some fees to pay, but let's take a look how we did. We validated the order. No expiration penalty. We got a $3,500 time bonus. Well done. No damage. Keep it up. Hey, not bad, I gotta say. I know some of you are laughing at me, but you know what? You gotta admit, aside from my stupid mishaps in the first episode, I really haven't had too many problems. So I think I'm doing okay. Fees, sell for print for details. That's just wear and tear on the engine. Let's go ahead and pay that. Let's start. Okay. All right, so let's see what kind of engine we can buy for $38,000. I don't think we can buy very many, but with the DM3, the DH4. Let's see, we have the DE2. The DH4 is probably the one that's here, the red one. And then there's that really big American-looking one. I think that's the DE6. So I'm gonna say, God, should I wait? I want all of them eventually. So I mean, I guess just do it. I'm not sure if the DM is different though. It's a different kind of engine. So there we go. $8,000 left. All right. Here is this license grants you access to all the 3-axle diesel mechanical locomotives in Derail Valley. Use them responsibly. All right. So let's go ahead and put that in our backpack. I keep all of my receipts for those in the backpack. In the pack. So we should have our, here we go. Goods Factory Town. See, there's the job now to take it down. That will do. I think we'll do it in another episode. I'm going to see if I can find 2 jobs going down. But I guess you can only accept 1 at a time. So that kind of sucks. But what else do we have? These are all... So the next thing we're going to have to update is start updating our driver so that he can take like long loads 1 and long loads 2 and stuff like that. Goods Factory, steel mill, 46 minutes. It's the same distance. Boy, I wish you could take both of those. We'll hold those to the side. The other ones we can't. So let's go see if we have that engine. If we have the engine, I'm going to try to take both of them. But that's in the next episode. Ladies and gentlemen, have a great night. Be sure to subscribe, thumbs up, always help. And hopefully you enjoyed this exciting, crazy episode of Derail Valley, the campaign. Have a great night. See you next time. Bye.